Today, we're going to take a look at Acton, a town about 20 miles northwest of Boston. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's start with some basic stats. Acton has a population of about 24,000 people. It is, like I said, about 20 miles northwest of Boston. Acton is surrounded by Westford, Littleton, Boxborough, Sudbury, Stowe, Maynard, Concord, and Carlisle. The majority of people own in Acton and very few people rent. Acton is considered a dense suburb, but I don't it's not all densely suburban. There are definitely certain pockets where homes are a bit more spread out and set back. And when you're driving through all the country roads that Acton has, you will find some farmland. So, I think Acton goes from densely suburban all the way to rural. As far as commuting, Acton does have a commuter rail stop, and it also has Route 2 and 27 that go through the town east, west, north, south. If you're a frequent commuter to Boston, you are better off taking the commuter rail because otherwise driving will take you like 30 minutes on a day with no traffic. So how often does that happen? Another thing about Acton is that it doesn't really have a centralized downtown. There are pockets throughout the town where you'll find a coffee house, you'll find a little shop, but there's no real like downtown Acton. The town hall and the library are near each other. And then, of course, there are shops and things like that. But as far as a centralized location for all those things, you don't really have that in Acton. And as far as nightlife, Acton doesn't really have a nightlife, I guess I would say. It's definitely much more of a quiet town, long, windy country roads. So if you're looking for nightlife and that sort of thing, you're better off heading east towards the city. When it comes to schools, Acton has one integrated preschools, six elementary schools, one junior high school, and one high school. Now, Acton is a regional school district with Boxborough. So the two towns combined, and the school system serves both towns. And in both towns total, there are a little over 5,000 students who do go to Acton Boxborough Public Schools. If you are a resident of Acton and you want to go to a Tech Voc school, Minuteman Tech Vocational School does allow residents of Acton to attend their school, and that school is located in Lexington. As far as things to do, like I said, Acton is a quiet, tranquil town, but it does have a few attractions that can't be missed. The first is the Discovery Museum, and that's kind of like Acton's claim to fame. This museum is amazing. It used to be like different buildings on one lot, and in 2018, they renovated it and have kind of centralized the museum. This museum is amazing. My kids used to love going to this museum. It is meant for younger children, and it is a hands-on museum with lots to do indoors and lots to do outdoors. You can pop in, take a look at the exhibits, do some really neat hands-on activities that the museum offers, and then go back another time. The other attraction Acton has is its own arboretum. Yes, Acton does have an arboretum, and it is open from sunrise to sunset every day. It's free of charge. And what's really neat about this arboretum is that they have like different gardens. You can go visit the butterfly garden. You can go visit the rock garden. You can go visit, I think there's like a rhododendron garden. There's lots of different gardens. There's lots of different trails. Some are wooded trails and other trails are paved. When I was there the other day, there were people of all ages. Some were walking, some were sitting. There were a few picnicking. There were a couple pushing a stroller. It's really a nice place to go any time of year, and there's always something to see and do at the Arboretum. And if you're an outdoorsy person, you definitely have to check out Nara Park, which is the Nathaniel Allen Recreation Area. There's a place to swim, and Nara Park does offer swim lessons in the summertime. There's forests, there's wooded areas, there's picnic tables. You can do camps at Nara Park. There's really a lot to do there. And along with Nara Park, Acton does have hundreds of acres of town forest. And in those town forests, they have lots of different trails for walking, for biking, for hiking, different levels of difficulty, those trails. And along with the trails, you do have the Assabet River Valley, where there's lots to see and do along the river. There's fishing, there's canoeing, there's kayaking, there's ice fishing. So if you live in Acton, you have access to the Assabet River, you have access to all the town forests, all the trails, you have access to Narra Park, you have access to the Discovery Museum. There's so much to see and do in Acton within this little town. Okay, let's talk real estate. I have my handy dandy notes in front of me. So what I love about Acton is that it is close to Boston. You do have the commuter rail and you have access to major highways. Yet the average price of a home in Acton in 2022 was under $1 million. The average sale price of a single family home in Acton in 2022 was $930,000, which, considering its proximity to Boston, the highways, the school district, which is phenomenal, under $1 million is terrific. And not only that, but within Acton, most homes do offer a good size yard, even in the more densely populated areas of Acton. So it's not like you're going to get a home on a tiny postage stamp if you're looking for a little bit of room to spread out. You can find that in Acton. All right, so more specifically when it comes to stats, in 2022, there were 203 single family homes sold with the average sale price of $930,000. So like I said, under $1 million, with its close proximity to Boston and having a commuter rail and excellent schools, it's quite a deal. There were 119 condos sold, and the average sale price of those condos were $430,000. And there were 94 rentals, which is actually surprising because Acton doesn't have a lot of rentals, but in 2022, there happened to be 94 rentals, and the average rent is $2,275. So it's very affordable to buy a single family home, very affordable to go the condo route. And if you're interested in neither and you want to rent, rent is affordable. All right, so right now there are 12 homes on the market in Acton, and I would say that's probably Acton's downfall. There are not a lot of homes for sale at any given time. Now, I know I'm making this video in the fall. We're in November, so you do have a slower seller's market in November, but still, for the most part, you're never really going to find like 30 or 40 homes for sale in Acton at any given time. So right now, the least expensive home is listed for $549,900, and the most expensive home, which is new construction, is listed for $1.45. All right, and of those homes, we're going to take a look at three today. We're going to take a look at one that is listed for $648,000. We're going to take a look at another home that's listed for $700,000, and the third home, which is listed for $949,000. And as you're watching this video, if any of the homes that I highlight are of any interest to you, definitely get in touch with me. My contact information is in the description below, and I'm happy to show you any of those homes. And if none of those homes really sort of suit your needs, but you're interested in learning more about Acton, again, get in touch with me. I'm happy to start the conversation. It's never too early to chat. All right, so let's go take a look at these homes. First home we're going to take a look at is at 15 Conant Street. This home is listed for $648,000. It has 2 beds, 1 bath. It is on a 1.33 acre lot. Total living area is 1,431 square feet. The home was built in 1957 and the taxes are $9,605. This home is fully renovated with new kitchen, new exterior paint. It's close to conservation trails. It is heated by oil, and the road is a windy country road. Next home we're going to look at is 1 Duggan Road. This home is 3 beds, 2 baths. It is on a 20,000 square foot lot. The total living area is 1,790 square feet, with 462 of those square feet in the lower level. The home was built in 1958 and the taxes are $9,835. This home is in the Forest Glen neighborhood. It has new septic, AC, kitchen, bath, windows, a beautiful sunken living room, and a family room with lots of windows. The main bath has a deep soaker tub, and as you can see, this home is located on a corner lot on a nice quiet street. The next home is at 15 Prospect Street. This home is listed for $949,000. It has 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and 13 rooms in total. The home is on a 14,200 square foot lot. The home's total living area is 2,742 square feet. This home was built in 1900 and the taxes are 14,850. So this home is full of charm and character. It has central AC. It has 4+ bedrooms on 2 floors with bathrooms on each floor. This home truly has a lot of character. One thing to note is that this home does have a shared driveway. The Title V is for 5 bedrooms, so you do have the option of adding a fifth bedroom, and it's heated in various different ways. We have gas, we have oil, we have radiant heat, so it's kind of a modge podge of heating. All right, so there you have it. Those are 3 homes that are currently on the market in Acton. And like I said before, if any of those sound interesting to you, definitely reach out. My contact information is in the description below. And if you're not interested in any of those homes, but you want to learn a little bit more about Acton, again, contact me. My contact information is in the description below. I'm happy to chat, answer any questions you have about Acton or the real estate market. And on that note, if you like this video, you found even a little bit of value in it, and you're interested in learning more about real estate in Massachusetts and just living in Massachusetts in general, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops. And of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.